Do you know Bali? Yes, I know. But do you know Indonesia? Where is it? What kind of country is that? Now, because of that, I'm really intrigued to share my story, to share about you, to discover about Indonesia's must-visit places, because Indonesia is not only about Bali. Without further ado, let's move with the first one. The first one is Raja Ampat. It is located in the West Papua. It is an archipelago of 15,000 islands consisting of 4 main islands, which is Salawati, Misol, Batanta, and Waigeo. So in Raja Ampat, as you can see, these are the previews of the places you can see in the Raja Ampat. And now the trip advice, how do you go there from Singapore to West Papua? Basically, it's very simple. You can go, but there is no direct flight from Singapore to West Papua. Instead, you can go from Singapore to Jakarta, then you can go from Jakarta to Sorong. Sorong is a part of Papua, of the part of the West Papua. Then from Sorong, you can go to Wasai. Wasai is the capital city of Waigeo. Then you can go by ferry. In here, as you can see, the express air is the plane for you from Jakarta to Sorong, while the ferry can go from Sorong to Wasai. And on the accommodation, as usual, there are 4 types of accommodations. The first one is the resorts, which is the most expensive because they are full of facilities, English-speaking staff, and many things. And the second one is bungalow. Bungalow is not that very expensive, but the thing is that there is no electricity in bungalow, and you cannot book online, and that's the drawbacks. Second one is the hotel or guest houses. I think this one's the best valuable thing you can stay. Why? Because it's not as expensive as resorts, and yet it provides you with the best stay. And the last one is the villager's house. If you happen to be stranded in the island, then you have nowhere else to stay, then you can stay in the villager's house, and you can give a tip to the villagers because they are very shy to ask for that. And moving on, what can you do here? What can you do in the Raja Ampat? After seeing the images, right? The first one, of course, you can do snorkeling and diving. For your information, Raja Ampat has been known as the most diverse marine biology. And the second one, you can do the hiking. You don't hike the mountains, but you hike in the forest to witness the beauty of Raja Ampat. The third one, you can do the bird watching. In Raja Ampat, you cannot see unusual birds. You will see unusual birds because the nature is very beautiful, and you will not see any other birds except in Raja Ampat, such as nosy cockatoos, parrots, wilsons, and rat. For information, wilson and rat are the 2 birds that are called as the bird of paradise. Then the next thing, local culture. In Raja Ampat, they are very traditional because they still live in a strip of colony, and most of them are still Muslims and Christians. However, they have been very welcoming to tourists, especially foreigners, so you don't have to be afraid. And at the estimated budget, and now, if you want to go to Raja Ampat, let's say if you go for 1 week, and this is the total estimated budget that you should bring. The total is 1,040 Singapore dollars. Let's move on to the next one, which is Morinjani. Do you know where it is, Morinjani? Lombok, correct. Morinjani, is it very beautiful and breathtaking view? Morinjani is in Lombok, located near Bali. For information, right? Morinjani, the height is 3,726 meters. Its highlands is undeveloped, but it still contains some population, which is Hindu and Sasak people, and one of the best view in the country. While in the lowlands, you can see people cultivate such as coconuts, or tobaccos, cassavas, and etc. And here are the views of Morinjani. Then how to get there? Actually, right, there is a direct flight from here to Lombok, but it's very expensive because you go by Sick Air. Instead, you can go from Singapore to Bali, Bali to Lombok by another plane, by the budget airline. Then, from Lombok, you can go to the Morinjani by going to the other villages, which is Senaru or Sembari, which is very close to the Morinjani. Then the accommodation. just similar to the Raja Ampat, you can stay in the resorts, which is Pondok Indah, Hotel Senaru, or you want to stay in the cottages, or you want to stay in the guest houses, which is which is much cheaper than you stay in cottage or hotel. And 4 of these places are very near with the Morinjani and Morinjani National Park. So what can you do here besides trekking in the mountain? You can do a visit to the Morinjani National Park. However, it is currently closed until 1st of April 2015. But don't worry, if you go after 1st of April, you can see so many beautiful fauna and flora, such as the rare black ebony monkey, which is called Lutung. The second one, you can see the leopard cat. The third one, you can see the kra, or grey macaque. The fourth one, you can see the small barking deer, and such as another one is a porcupine. Then there is a beautiful flora, as it is the icon of Morinjani Park. It is called immortal flower, or edelweiss. Then activities. Besides you pay a visit to the national park, you can see a Morinjani trekking. But however, it is very advisable for you to go in a group. Don't go alone because you need safety and many other things. The estimated budget. If you go for trekking and you go for the national park, the estimation price, if you go for 5 days, will be 940 Singapore dollars. Then the last one, Bunaken Marine Park. Does anyone of you know this place, Bunaken Marine Park? Okay, it's very interesting. As you can see here, can you find this in Singapore? Of course not, right? Then, okay, now it's the fact of Bunaken, which is located in North Sulawesi. There are so many types of fishes, at least 91 type of fishes, which is very huge, and it's very, but there are so many types of fishes, and also there are at least 13 types of reefs. Moreover, it has been known since 2003 until 2006, there are at least 10,000 visitors, especially foreigners, coming to this place and paying a visit. Then the types of sea creatures. As you can see in the Bunaken, you can see such as emperor angelfish, or almaco jack, and even blue strip snapper, pinkish basslet, and of course seahorse. How to get there? Just like when you go to Lombok, there is a direct flight, but it's very expensive. So it's better for you to go from Singapore to Manado, or Singapore to Jakarta, then Jakarta to Manado. Then from Manado, right from the airport, you can go by a car to the jetty. Then from jetty, you can go to Bunaken Island by a boat. Then where to stay? And again, just like Raja Ampat and in Morinjani, you can stay in the resorts, or if you want to stay in the guest houses, or you want to stay in the cottages. But of course, if you want to stay in the guest houses, it is much cheaper. Then activities. What can you do besides snorkeling and diving in the Bunaken? There's an activity called beach combing. Beach combing means like you gather some things in the beach or on the seashore to find something valuable, then you bring them to your house as a souvenir. The second one, you can do the dolphin and whale watching, but it's very pricey because you have to hire a boat, especially the private boat, to see and witness the dolphin and whale watching. And the last one, of course, the diving and snorkeling, because Bunaken has been famous for that activities. Then what to eat? In Manado, there is a food called Manadonese food. It is a very, very spicy food, such as grilled chicken topped with Manadonese food, Manadonese chili sauce, and of course, grilled spicy fish, grilled pork chop, or we call it brage. Or if you are very extreme in terms of culinary, you can eat something like snake, or you can eat something like rats. But don't worry, this one is not house rats. This one is like a forest rats. You can also eat dogs, but I will show the picture. Then the estimate budget is around, if you go for 5-day trip, you'll spend at least 770 Singapore dollars. And now what are you waiting for after seeing these pictures? Perhaps after finishing your exam, you want to go. Let's get your visa ready and your passport ready. Because according to Saint Augustine, the world is like a book, and those who never travel only read one page. Thank you.